Okay, so I wanted to make some guest cabins, and sorry, I think I hit my microphone. So I wanted to make some guest cabins, and so I built the first one, and I decided, well, all right, I'll build the first one, save some time on the video. That way I don't have a long video, and I'll just kind of show it. And then so now I'm going to start building the second one, and after I start building it, I realize I don't like this location because the angle that I've got the cabin, I'm going to be looking right at this water purifier, and I didn't really want to have the window off to the right hand side like that to avoid the water purifier. So I said, forget it. Let's move it to the other side of the dock there. So I put this up. It goes up really easy, and this cabin just no problem whatsoever. I've got it put together in matter of a couple minutes. I'm speeding this up, so I think I'm doing twice the speed or something. So um, it only takes me about a minute and a half maybe, at twice the speed. So about 3 minutes and I had the whole cabin up. Yeah, anybody that's done any building knows that these things can go up really quick, and so just kind of slap it up here, put my double roofs on like Draco Invictus. I think he's the first one I ever saw do that, and I always liked that idea, and I can't help myself. I have to do it that way. Anytime I use those shack roofs like that. So here I'm just gonna all the cabins I'm gonna do a bed, a chair, a little table, and then a kind of a cabinet type thing, um, to make like a little kitchenette or something on it. Um, I plan on putting one of the hot plates up, even though I'm not going to run power to the cabins. I'm going to bring a hot plate in because it just looks appropriate. Um, but due to the fact that I don't plan on running power to them, I'm just going to put lanterns and a candle up here. Um, so during the daytime they wouldn't need the light. Nighttime they're probably not going to be doing a whole lot other than sleeping. So um, let's look at maybe putting up a painting. I don't even know what painting this is. I just came across one and said, "Yep, okay, let's slap that up there." Incidentally, that's the only cabin that I think I put any paintings up. I didn't think about it by the time I finished the third cabin. I was kind of didn't I no longer thought about it. So now I'm going to build the third cabin, and I wanted to keep them close, but unfortunately, with the shack walls, you can't put things very close together. So I kind of realized this, and I move it, and then I try it again, and then I move it again until I finally get it far enough away that okay, now I can get the walls on there. So here we go, and due to the fact that I don't want to keep like making the layouts exactly the same, I slapped the windows on this side, even though the first one I built had the windows on that side, but there's enough distance in between and that kind of thing. Plus, I do vary on how I decorate them as far as the furniture I use. So, um, you'll be able to see that. Um, so this one, the first, the second cabin, basically just had a table chair. Just like a kitchen chair. And this one I'm using an armchair, and the first cabin I kind of had one of those. They look kind of like an Adirondack chair with cushions, and so different chairs on each one. I like those cabinets, but you can't really use them on the shack walls. So I just use one of these. It's going to be close to the bed, but it's going to be fine. And so let's put our lantern up there, and I'm going to put the candle back in this other spot. But I realized that if I put the candle on there, it's going to chew up most of that table, and I just kind of like to leave it open. I can put a couple coffee mugs or whatever up there. So now I start thinking, oh, I just saw a video from Mr. Fox 1701 the other day where he stuck them inside of the ashtray. So I'm going to try to do that, and then I'll just stick this back in the corner. So I plan on doing it, and he doesn't do it this way, but Joker Girl, also known as Lois Clayton, does this method when using those mushroom lights to put them on the table, because normally you can only put them on the ground. So she uses this method to put them on the table. I'm not sure where she learned it, um, but she most likely just kind of thought of it because she's a brilliant young lady. So I'm going to try it. It doesn't work out. I'll just spoil that now. But I'm stubborn and I'm going to try it. And I wanted to leave this in here to kind of let you see how difficult it would be to use this method to do that. You're going to be much better off to use the method that I end up settling on, which again goes back to the master, Mr. Fox 1701. He got it figured out first for a reason. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to get lined up, and now too far forward. The height is just too much. It's just way too hard to get that candle lined up with the ashtray. So now I'm going to use his method, and you're just going to use like a kitchen table. So I went with the kitchen table that's, I'm sure anybody that's got some older grandparents, particularly in the United States, you're all familiar with these types of tables. Just a, plain Jane square table. And this table works great because you can just slide this ashtray right up underneath there, and makes it really easy to line this up. So you just go get your candle, which I'm having some confusion as to where they're at, and kind of get it slapped up here, and then we're going to fine tune the position. It's oh wait, come back. Oh, I'm moving it so far. Oh wait, is that right? Better move it just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Oh yeah, that fraction of an inch probably did the trick, and it did. Look how beautiful that is. It fell right in there just like I wanted it to. Let's get it. Wait, this doesn't look right. What? This isn't where. Ah, crap, wrong cabin. Let's go put it in the right cabin. So here we go. Let's just put it back in this corner. Nope, it's not going to go in the corner either. I would have never thought that ashtray had such a large collision space. So it's not going to fit. I'm going to have to move stuff around. Stop messing around. I don't know what I'm thinking about at this point. Like, how am I going to get that there? Let's just kind of move this chair out so I can kind of walk back there. No. Oh, okay. Nope. Again, still too large. Had nothing necessarily to do with the chair. Let's rug glitch it. And all the while, I'm going to go through the rug glitch. I'm going to try a single rug. I should have known single rug's not going to work because it's going to basically be still using the same kind of collision space. So I'm going to try a single rug first. And all the while, I leave the chair right where it was and don't give myself that much room to work. And so at the moment, I don't realize that it's going to be that much of a pain if that chair is still there. So but when I bring in the two rugs, I kind of realize it. Sometimes I like to think of myself as clever, but sometimes I'm a little stubborn, and I'm still going to try it. And I don't know why I had this opposition to moving the chair so much, but not like it was going to hurt anything to move it out of the way. So I try it. No, this is a pain in the ass. Let's move this over here, set this down, and let's get the chair out of the road, Gary. Just move the chair. Stop being stubborn. Thank you. Get the chair out of the way. Plenty of room now. Oh, look at there. Just slide this bad boy right back where we want it. Get it right back in that corner. Beautiful. Now we can put the chair back. I kind of messed with the angle, and I didn't realize it until I came back and was reviewing the video. But I didn't really care for the angle of the chair afterwards. I have to go adjust that just a little bit. And it doesn't have to be adjusted that much, just adjusted just out a little bit more. And for some reason I didn't use the same table that I put in. I think part of the reason was I use that table every time I set up any kind of a sitting area like this. It's the half circle table, and I wanted something a little bit different. So this is kind of a smaller table. It's got about the same footprint and all that kind of stuff, but it's got the square edges, and it's kind of a tight space, and people probably wouldn't be able to sit down and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, bring out the half circle table. That's the one you need to use. There's a reason why I use it in this type of seating area. So here we go. Let's adjust the chair to make it absolutely perfect. 2 inches forward. Perfect. Oh man, I am so glad I moved that chair. There's something I'm missing. Yes, I'm missing a roof. Let's put the roof up. And so here we're going to get the roof up here, and we'll do the double roof just like I learned from Draco Invictus. There we go. I can't help myself. I have to do it. So now let's put some stairs up. All right. So I was having just a slight issue getting these stairs to click on. Of course, I got them there, and then I moved, and I actually kind of just through a tad bit of frustration or whatever, kind of started messing around and just wiggling the stairs back and forth. I was actually laughing at myself while I did that. Um, the whole time thinking, God, what an idiot. So let's throw up one of our doors, and there we go. Let's try to put some posts underneath here. So I decided to put some posts underneath. They don't go. No respawn's figured out the best way to really do it is to put them down first, then put the overhanging walls up. So you have to get the posts up the right height, get them in the position, put the overhanging walls up, and you'll be fine. But I actually thought about that when I was trying this, but I realized I don't want to have to move all the furniture. It's just going to be too much of a pain. I'm going to try it over in the corner just in case for some stupid reason. But the over in the corner doesn't work either. Not this corner. Let's go around to the other side. Go around the other side and try it so that way we can show that all three sides don't work. Yep, doesn't work. All right. So anyway, there you go. Have a